From just inside the 20, a short kick. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got the yard up to the 25.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On first down, Mooney. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Stafford. His throw is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. 3rd and 2, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On fourth down, Stafford. Complete. It's Henry. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down now. It's Russell, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
They'll run on 1st down. Russell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down. It's Russell, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going to look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat our blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he's stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Touchdown, Cowboys! A gutsy call. 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll keep it on the ground. Russell, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. An opportunity to change momentum. Big play right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Stafford. He's going to look downfield for Henry. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. Russell. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. first down at Stafford. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability. Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going. On 2nd down. It's Russell, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. keep it on the ground. Mooney, and he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stafford on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports from the 10.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard
line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Russell. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Russell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Russell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. He's at the 50. The 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw again. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They're going to look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Okay, break.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down now, Mooney. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Stafford now to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17.
Monday. Hey. 11.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. the middle they go. Mooney. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Washington on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Russell. And he's going to be taken down at the 39. Clearly short of the first by a few yards. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Monday. Hey, 54. Hey, fly low. Big 20. Stop.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford. Touchdown, Cowboys. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Ready! Check smash! Check smash!
Now a give right side. It's Russell. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 57 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
60 Eagle!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Up the middle they go. Russell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And the Washington first down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Come on, come on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They'll run on 1st down. Mooney. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
At the 45-yard line.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Stafford going to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And some room to work. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Pass. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Russell. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Russell. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On 3rd down, Russell. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Dallas, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.